Yo, how are we doing, Pinky?
OBS is not being friendly.
Okay.
It's like everything my computer did in the past, did and it didn't work.
Oh, we can hear you now on stream.
Huh?
You're streaming live and we can hear you. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, they can hear you probably.
Yeah. I can hear you too.
I can hear you.
How are they hearing me? Oh, because I'm in the call. I understand. I understand.
We're good. Everything's fine, everybody. You can hear the stream. You can hear us. Hope everybody's having a good morning.
You gotta look at behind the scenes of what can happen with these things.
It is pretty low, though. Everything seems pretty low.
Audio wise?
There we go.
Is that better?
Is audio good?
Yeah. The only thing that's weird here is you have your Sonic 2 splits as
I know,
opposed to the timer.
Everything reverted, dude.
I gotcha.
Everything reverted. Like I don't even have anything left. Okay, so we have audio. Is the our voices coming in okay? Is it too loud?
UltimateTrainer, real quick for me. Can you right click on Pancake's name and just move that green bar all the way to the right?
Okay, it's 157 now for pancakes.
Okay.
We good?
Is that good?
This is what happens when they trust me with stuff. Yeah, we're perfect.
Okay.
Alright, good luck on the run.
Alright, thank
Alright.
you. Alright,
Why is it?
Maken. Deus ex machina.
Chubbas, we have a problem because it's showing setting up next game on stream, but it's showing the actual game feed online.
So we're good. So we're not good to go yet, right?
Yeah, we're not good to go right now.
Okay.
Oh, this is
What do you mean? It's not. It looks fine right to me.
like, what does it show on your screen?
The right thing. You're good. Just do it.
So why is?
Hi, it looks fine on stream. You're good. Just play the game.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess it's my browser messing up. All right. Welcome back to Bless the Process, everybody. I am your host, Kick-Ass Pancakes, who apparently can't do anything right this morning. All right. With me, we have the Ultimate Trainer, who's going to be running Maken X. And before we get started, do you have anything else you would like to say or add?
We have a input, but the timer starts at new game. So I'm going to count down to go. When I say go, start the timer, okay?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. We're running the Japanese version because it's safer and less difficult, and some of the power-ups get you through faster. This was developed by Atlas Games and published by Sega in the West. We have to mash through this text. Most of the beginning part of this game is cutscenes, but mid to late, it's mostly game. Right now they're trying to awaken a sentient sword that'll apparently help people with mental illnesses by cutting the mental illnesses off. That's Faye, Trying to awaken the Maken.
So are you able to skip through most of the cutscenes like this, at least the text anyway?
Just the, yeah, most of the cutscene with just the spoken dialogue, though.
Okay. At least we still get to see the visuals.
Oh, and this is my favorite part of the cutscene coming up. That's Ko. He gets owned by Hake Andre. He also shoots scalpels from his tongue. He's trying to kidnap Kay's father, the researcher guy.
So this game gets right to it. And there's a lot of action right away, right from the very beginning.
After a bit of cutscenes, yeah.
Right.
So Faye entrusts Kay with Maken to help save her father.
So why did you start to speedrun this game? Is this a childhood favorite?
No, I saw a video about the longest road record speedruns by EasyScape, and thought it would be fun to pick this up. I didn't break the 10-year world record. That's by Rashad EX. But this run inspired me to pick this up because it skips a really long level. Avoid these guys.
Just to clarify, the world record the world record holder of this game has held it for over 10 years. Is that right?
Yes.
Wow, that's impressive.
We usually have to go around and trigger the elevator, but we can just trigger the elevator right over there. Alright, this is our first forced encounter. We can take out all these enemies in one hit using a charge attack. Avoid this guy. With an exception of a few force encounters, you can just walk past most enemies. Alright, after this elevator, we have to take a really sharp turn. So I can strafe while waiting for this elevator. Take this really sharp turn. And right after this hallway, we're on to our first boss. Hake Andre. Mostly just taunts you. those guys got away with the main researcher, who is Kay's father. Kay's the main heroine. We actually play as the demon sword Maken. Not actually the Kay. Kay's Sai is stuck in with Maken right now. Lisan's the main sponsor of this whole research facility.
Okay.
But in actuality, the research for helping mental patients is actually a front to copy another evil sword, Geist. Geist is the modern. Geist is a modern power that control other people like Maken. Lee asks us if he wants to stop Geist's plan. This cutscene just demonstrates Maken's main power, which is to brainjack other people's bodies. We're brainjacking into Hake Andre. He's gonna be the main player, the main character we play as for most of the run.
Is that by choice from the runner, or is that the way the game is designed?
It's he has the fastest speed, so and the highest jump, so he's the main reason why we play as him for most of the run.
Gotcha. Okay.
There's another.
It is speed running. We love to go fast.
Yeah. From time to time, we talk to Kay in Maken's Sai, World of Sai, and she tells us her thoughts and stuff.
ここは現実だから父さんがそうだいいな私は兄弟はいる母さんはだから私がさ父さん私もしょどうでも私何か
I believe she's telling us to help her save her father. And Geist has been trying to hijack this commercial plane. The stewardess was actually a henchperson of Geist. You see her put on a mask, which signifies that she's with Geist. They do that a lot in this game. Put on masks and...
Just so far from what I'm collecting, this game has a heck of a story. So I imagine just by watching this, like movement tech is a huge part of your speed. Getting past enemies, just taking corners a little bit faster than the next one. Okay.
There's gonna be a jump coming up soon. That really shows off the platforming.
スポットがあるはずよ
So not only is this a first-person perspective, you do have to be very precise with your control of the character. I like that.
His EX attack is that scalpel throw with his tongue. It's pretty great.
Snipe.
誰かいるわ
Alright, we have to pray that the staff user goes towards the pilot door area. Looks like she didn't, but charge up her EX attack to kill one of these guys in one hit. You can also do a downward strike. Try to get as close to this guy as possible, but we ignore him. We're supposed to brainjack him to go to Hong Kong, but we can just... But when we brainjack him, we also get his piloting skills. But we can just go crash the plane at a farther location, which is faster.
So do you skip that entire part of the game then?
Yes, Hong Kong.
Yeah, okay.
呼びかこれで中ところであれだけどうして
This is just exposition how this whole entire facility is actually illegal.
どうし
Uh-oh.
もし K の
And Ko's like really surprised about that. I mean, they're creating a sentient sword.
K は
It's kind of sketchy.
Right, I mean, yeah, you can think of how that gets into the wrong hands.
Yeah.
話す
Since Maken's just basically a copy of the evil
今から
person, Geist.
私たち人と
Gotcha. Okay.
こうしてアダムの
私が
せめて
Alright, this is India.
でも富士前向
The-
お
This is the worst level to speedrun, but we gotta do it.
Is it the worst because it's difficult or just
It's just
long?
annoying because we have to lead because of the specific stage mechanic.
Gotcha.
He's showing up the stage mechanic right now. He has to go onto that platform, die, and then open the door. It seems like a bad idea in general to have that kind of thing, but
Right, so you can only move as fast as they can.
yeah.
Okay. And some rooms appear to have multiple, I guess you call them buttons, if you will. And
Yeah.
so, unfortunately, movement here is not strictly up to you and what you can do. You have to hope the AI agrees a little bit here.
Yeah. Those guys on the bottom always aggro's, even though you're up here, so it's a little bit easier to manipulate.
Oh man, you can just critical hit him right into the button there.
Yeah, back
Oh,
attacks
man.
are critical hits in this game. These enemies drop XP orbs where you need higher levels, higher ranks on the top right corner to bring checks better bodies, but we don't usually upgrade it that much. We don't need it since we're mostly Andre for most of the run.
こんなと
Gotcha. So it's not even worth going over to pick them up.
Yeah.
Upgrade. Okay.
早くも
Even though I selected Moscow as a destination we go to, we have to go mash through all this cutscene, go back to the menu, go back to the world map, and then select it again for some reason. To mash through all this cutscenes. That's Blade Master Kitty you saw. She knows where the body of Kei's father, but he's a husk right now.
予想
Like he doesn't have his mind in his body.
Okay.
所長
ギネス負けん
They're explaining that
連絡し
Kei's Sai is
よそのじ
being absorbed by Maken soon.
まずい何がですかこのでそして
そして
融合
K の今
吸収
アイデン
今ケイは
そんな
所長
まだい
やめてよ
リーチから
何もない
ギネス
今のそんなとこ
僕がいい
会える星
僕はいいあの時
コウ君
そうじゃない僕はここでは
冷静にそれに
So one thing I have noticed doesn't particularly apply to the speedrun, but more about the game. Do you travel all over the world in this game?
Yes, from Japan to
止めても負けの
well, you'll see.
それまで
Right, right. I was just curious if we would be staying in these few locations or if it's rather
travel-
interesting. Sega did a really good job, or Atlas rather, with the graphics and the production here. It's really, really clean.
Yeah. She explains, Blade Master Kitty explains that we have to defeat Geist, the quote-unquote bad guys. Geist's plan, in general, is to stop everyone from being good or evil, which is kind of like the... If you played Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, it has a reason, an ideal of a world where everyone's neither good or evil, called the Shijima reason. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And it's really interesting that they use this idea first in this game. It's made by the same devs as Shin Megami Tensei. Kazuma Kaneko, famous for his art. Shoji Meguro did music for this game, and Katsura Hashino directed this. Alright, there's a upcoming skip in this game where we usually have to wait for the truck to back up slowly, really, really slowly. If I get this first try. Nope. Okay, I'm not getting it, so I have to go do this bus trap. You can as you take damage from that fireball, you can actually jump again. It's also used up for upcoming skip in Amsterdam.
Okay. Well, that trick did not look easy there, and it looked like the timing was very, very precise.
Yep. Alright, this is our first mini-boss. Well, another force encounter, but he's kind of a mini-boss.
So does RNG have any factor in the boss fights, or is it relatively easy to get into
All the boss fights are... sorry, all the boss fights are set. If you do you can do a downward strike and then a three hit combo. That's the usual strat for these guys. But if you hit his, you can get a second downward strike on him if he has his attack animations not finished. It's a bit more risky, but it's slightly faster, I believe.
Right.
Normally we're supposed to go around this area looking for a half step like this one right here. But with Hockey Andre with his good jump set, you can just jump over up those ledges.
Oh, okay, so you were actually supposed to go around.
Yeah.
Being that his jump height is so much higher than the other characters. Okay, alright, now we're starting to see why you use this particular character.
He's also have really good attack speed, so he can stun lock other, like this mini boss up right here. In all other versions, Swastika gets replaced by Kanji that reads nothingness, which is good for the Geist's ideals, which is a state of nothingness where there's no good or evil.
Right.
But it's kind of Nazis is kind of prevalent in this game. Like there's an area where it's just Austria, and you have to take down a Nazi leader.
Based in Austria?
Yes. Well, it's a mini side quest thing you can do.
So along with the main quest, there are additional side quests you can do. Let's say if you just wanted to play through the game itself.
Yes.
Okay.
There's 7 different endings based on which decisions you make, which if you do all the side quests and stuff. Alright, coming up is the biggest skip in the game. It's also the most RNG dependent. It uses the same strat as the one in Moscow, but it's a lot more luck reliant. Okay, I jumped over that fence. That was a pretty good Amsterdam.
Wow. So how much time does that particular skip save?
3 minutes.
Wow. Okay, so that is the big one.
Yeah, it's what that skip inspired. It made me take up this game. To be frank, I really hate Amsterdam.
It is nice to skip a level you don't particularly enjoy. Absolutely. But 3 minutes, wow, in a run that's less than an hour? That's substantial. So, what were you doing there along the fence?
I was mashing A. I was mashing A so I can get the double jump kind of thing.
Okay.
We have to talk to this guy first, or else we have to go trigger that switch that hench person locked up. It'll unlock Lisbon, the next stage. He asks us, will you save the world? And he gives you a side mission, but we can just ignore it. In that side mission, you get to brainjack a really useless character. But he has information about a different Hake's whereabouts. The Hake are aligned with Geist in his ideals.
So you said before this game has multiple endings. Do these side quests have any impact on that?
Just if you do all of them. You can also side with guys in one of the endings. It's really... Their motives are really... gray, you know?
Tough to see if they're good, evil, what they're really about.
This guy throws grenades at you. It's really annoying. If you go close enough, he won't throw the grenades. Another force fight. This guy cheats and tries to punches you in the middle of cutscene. Alright, got that. 2 downward strikes. Sometimes lock on doesn't work. Oh god. Lock on this game is kind of finicky, but or I can pick up that elevator. I can just jump over the switch in the panel. While waiting for these minecarts, I can take this health upgrade. I mean health drop, and pick up this X too. This X increases our damage output and changes up the music.
So is that a timed element?
It's a time.
How long?
Based on the music. The music fades into the regular, I believe.
And you were just waiting on the minecarts there to begin with, so picking up those upgrades really don't cost you too much time.
Yep. This big guy shows up, but we can just walk past him and trigger the elevator. I'll pick up this health just in case. And trigger this. I have to wait for this minecart to go past that bridge. Jump over. And that's the end of the level. Alright. That Blade Master in the beginning of the level tells us that duty triumphs all when you're a Blade Master, and they have to give up their entire personal lives. And apparently, he told Kay that her mother was one of the Blade Masters, and she was lied to that her mom died when she was right after she was born, and she's really upset about that. She asked us if we can do anything if we try hard enough. I believe it's faster if you say yes, but Kay's responses... The responses to Kay doesn't seem to affect that much. It only really affects it when you do all the side quests for that ending, for that specific... all the side quest ending, it changes it up. Coming up is the hardest level in the speedrun. In the US version, those pickups on in the game has an X upgrade and a health. but in the Japanese version it doesn't. You can easily unlock these people. This fight is significantly way more difficult in the US release, even with the upgrades. I mean the pickups.
Just more enemies, more health for them.
They have more health and they do more damage.
Gotcha. Okay.
Alright, next up is those two of them, but then the Grenader throws grenades from the bridge. It's significantly way more difficult in the you mainly want to go stay below under the bridge. You want to get close to the big guy to trigger his melee attacks rather than his grenades.
So he jumps down off the bridge.
Yeah, after
Is that where it came from? Okay.
after one of these die.
Okay, so if you're not careful there and you don't hang out under the bridge, it's essentially a 3-on-1, and then you can make it that first kill a lot easier. Okay.
No, it's the red guy drops down after I kill one of them, one of those two. Sometimes an airplane hits me over here, but looks like we're good. This level can get really trolly at near the end, where the airplane sometimes comes out earlier than expected.
Makes it much more difficult to avoid.
Looks like I got a bad cycle over here. Constantly move like this. It's a lot harder for us to get hit.
So are these cycles RNG dependent?
Kinda, yes. Hopefully we get a good cycle coming up too. Nope, okay. You gotta wait for this. Usually it goes up to here. Okay. Sometimes these conveyor belts are really inconsistent.
Oh yeah, I can see. It's like they designed this here to be like a trap, or just meant to just do damage. I see.
You can also play baseball with fireballs. The game doesn't actually tell you can hit back those fireballs. Alright. Lisbon is done. Ko catches up with Maken and Blademaster Kitty. He tells Maken you gotta. He tells Maken you have to go see Dr. Guinness in Amazon to go separate K from Maken. Blade Master Kitty wants us to defeat Geist badly, but we say no. In the English dub, he is really enthusiastic. Yeah! After Blade Master Kitty explains, you'd rather save ordinary little girl than save the world. And he says, yeah!
Yeah!
So Dr. Guinness has a laboratory deep in the Amazon forest for some reason.
I mean, if we had a laboratory, I think in the middle of the Amazon would be a good place for it, no? Hidden deep. So does the water slow you down here at all?
I don't believe so.
That's good. At least the game's kind of giving you a slight break here after the trolliness of that last stage.
These guys can shoot fire, but we can kill them one hit with an EX attack. We can outspeed that guy over there. Right now it's they're explaining the news how the US and China aren't really getting along and they're about to go to war. It's all Geist's fault because they're being controlled by him. I think it's a bit blame shifting, but
I do like how they're using real world things in the story.
Mm-hmm.
It does make it more relatable.
Mm-hmm. That where you see Hockey Andre, that model all changes every time depending on which body you have. So it's a really neat touch. And Dr. Guinness explains that you have to sacrifice Maken Sai in order to save Kay. So he's asking us to sacrifice ourselves, and hence the sacrifice ending. And in Japan, they're sending over Kay's body. Because they need their body since they're separating it out. She unfortunately can't be a Sai in a jar. Also, take notice at the pilots. They're putting on their masks to signify they're with Geist. It's really dumb. Geist is saying we have to bring Maken. And they have Kay's body. Ko volunteers to go save Kay. When Maken brainjacks a body, their weapon has different markings on it. It's a really light orange marking. But with Ko, we don't actually brainjack him. He actually uses a different sword. And we play as Ko right now. You don't actually need to have a high brainjack ranking to control him. Notice his sword isn't deep orange, light orange. Instead, it's like bluish green-ish. In the manga, he actually gets a different artificial sword, a sentient sword thing. You know how Ko gets really wrecked by Hake Andre?
Right.
After Amazon, he gets really souped up. You can two-hit these guys.
Oh wow.
Like almost 3-hit combo the red guys. So he gets significantly stronger after the Amazon. It gets
yeah, because before you were using the double back attack or the downward thrust. Yeah, like now you're just making a melt.
Yeah. It goes more in depth in the manga on why he's so much stronger, but it never gets shown in the original game.
I will say this room you're in right now is really cool looking.
These guys' AI won't trigger if you go back enough, so it's just calming right now. It's a little breather. You kind of want to hug this area to the right. Yeah, it's just a little bit faster, I believe. Alright, this is the penultimate fight. We get to fight these two dragon things. Casually, these guys are really hard.
So if you were to pick up the speed run, this would be a good place to actually spend some time to practice.
No, you mostly just mash, but casually you try to fight tactically, and it's...
Gotcha. Just get them out of the way as fast as possible.
Mm-hmm. They give you health pickups over there, but since we're going to have another brain jack, it automatically refills our health, so we don't need it. In other endings, you don't brain jack at the end, so you actually need those health pickups. Oof. Got impaled by that icicle thing.
Oh my.
Okay. Alright, Maken brain jacked into Kay's body once again, and now she's super powered up. She's awakened. Alright, we have our rival fight with Geist. Try to get as many hits as possible. And as many back attack hits as possible. Alright. It's not a true boss fight after his first phase, so he's going to his second phase right now, which is a giant ball thing with that thing over there. I can't really explain what exactly it is. Right now we have to play baseball with these fireballs. If you have a ranged EX attack, you can actually, I think we can hit them from over here, but we actually don't. We have the same EX attack from the start of the game. Well, we got lucky with good. We're gonna pretty much safe from dying over here. We want to get as close to him as possible, so it'll be faster. Charge up the EX attack, 2-3 hit combos. Time comes up right now. Sorry.
It's okay. Wow, what a run. What will you run? 49.02? It might be 49.01. I just may have hit the timer a tad late there, but...
Okay.
GG.
GG. The record is 48-35. But
wow.
I guess...
So in a marathon, you were within 30 seconds of world record.
Mm-hmm.
What a performance. And thank you. I feel I learned a lot about the game here. I really did. Like, thank you for answering my questions.
No problem. As you notice, Ko mysteriously gets his icicle taken out and is perfectly fine right now.
どうして壊れてしまうの？私は元の体に戻れたのに。
魔剣は君を救うために自分の命を捨てたんだ。だからもう助からない。
どうして私なんかのために。ありがとう。私あなたのことを忘れない。ずっと忘れないよ。
Alright, so is there any shout-outs or information you want to give out to potential runners or anything?
We kind of actually do need more runners. Rashad EX, the person that broke the 10-year world record, actually has his Dreamcast broken down, so he can't actually run anymore. Well, they can't run anymore.
Alright, and it's on speedrun.com. Maken X, okay. Alright, again, I'm your host, Kick-Ass Pancakes, and we just got done watching UltimateTrainer. Beat. Maken X in a very, very good run. Very good run. Within 35 seconds of world record. There was a really good fence skip. But if you did not manage to catch it live, please watch the live. Please watch the YouTube. That skip is amazing, and not to mention all the other minor movements and jumping and basic combat that happened here. So UltimateTrainer, thank you so much for joining us. We sincerely appreciate your submission, and we hope you had a great time.
It's good to be here.
All right, so coming up next in Blast Process 2, we have Wiz and Liz, the Frantic Wabbit Rescue, with Silver Dial. We're going to take a small break here, set the next run up for everybody, and hang tight. We got some Sega music for you.